We had a fairly wet Saturday, a bit drier yesterday, and thankfully for most folks outside on Labor Day, a lot of sunshine. Now, late in the afternoon, started to see a few more showers and thunderstorms fire up, generally north of the state line, but some of those have been able to move on to the north shore, though nothing particularly heavy and fairly spotty in nature. Little outflow boundary moves south of Franklinton. Generally, the thunderstorms have been a little bit more to your north, although approaching northern Tangipahoa Parish right now. And then along the Mississippi coast, a little shower that's kind of moving toward Lyman. Looks like it's weakening before it even moves toward I-10. And elsewhere, we have been under mostly sunny skies. So a very nice end to our holiday weekend. 94, but a hot end at that. 94 is our current reading with a feels like temperature of 100. Get into that sunshine, those temperatures come up. Now, 95 degrees are high. We were right in between our normal and record, but some changes are on the way. At the moment, generally in the 90s, where we've got some rainfall in Macomb, 87 degrees, and heat indices have been generally kept in check a bit. Now, we have gotten into the triple digits, but generally stayed below the criteria for a heat advisory. We got close, but generally stay below that, and I think will be about the same for the day tomorrow. But a couple of features that we're watching in the upper atmosphere will dictate the next several days. One is a little disturbance that is down in the Gulf. We'll talk about that in a moment, as well as an upper trough that is coming in from the Rockies. This little disturbance that is down to our south is more of a mid-level feature. What this is going to start doing is start getting lifted northward thanks to that upper troughing. It's going to start driving or kind of pulling this feature northward. As it does so, we're going to get another surge of tropical moisture. That disturbance and plenty of moisture means a wet couple of days. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be on the wetter side, in particular Wednesday and Thursday, as some of that moisture starts to retreat by Friday. And during the day Saturday, drier air starts moving in and a big drop in humidity is on the way. We'll kind of get our fall taste, again, considering it's early September, with that drier air moving in through the day Saturday, but it'll be with us Sunday and Monday, and high temperatures in the mid-80s. So not a bad couple of days as we head toward the weekend and early next week. But before that happens, those rain chances will be on the higher side, 70, maybe 80% for Wednesday and Thursday. And right now, both days are being highlighted with a level 2 threat for some street flooding. It may be more scattered in nature as opposed to just isolated. What we're expecting overall over the next several days is 1 to 3, maybe 4 inches of rainfall. But isolated, we could see some rainfall rates even higher, and maybe at times even leading to some localized 5 inches of rain. That would lead to street flooding, and that'll be our main concern with the weather impact days expected for both Wednesday and Thursday. Something we'll be watching would be street flooding. Now, that will be coming in from this kind of disturbance that is down to our south. Again, it's kind of the triggering mechanism and surge of tropical moisture that'll be moving northward over the coming days. Still looks like a fairly dry day tomorrow. Maybe a few isolated showers during the afternoon hours, kind of like we saw today. Then more rain coverage as we begin our Wednesday, and that will continue on into Thursday. So a couple of days here of some fairly wet afternoons and evenings that all could lead to some street flooding. Elsewhere in the tropics, we still have a little X on that area out in the western Atlantic, but a 0% chance of developing. Elsewhere, there's a wave that came off of Africa, does have a medium chance of developing. Most long-range models do not do anything with this as far as moving toward land. The other one is a wave we've been talking about over the last several weeks that is struggling right now. And there had been kind of 2 distinct camps with regards to the computer models. One had this as a more organized system and more of a chance of getting into the Gulf, or at least making that turn toward Florida and the Gulf. The other has this as a far weaker system and just basically moving due west, and that seems to be what the trend will be. This will be a fairly weak system as it tries to move toward the Yucatan, into the weekend and early next week, and then maybe move into the Bay of Campeche and just continue west. As of right now, that feature does not threaten the Gulf Coast. We will be watching it closely, but as of right now, as we continue into our first full week of September, no threats from the tropics. Our weather impact alert days for both Wednesday and Thursday, with the main threat for being maybe some more scattered street flooding. It will start to dry out and much less humid air for the weekend, and very pleasant heading into early next week.